Good afternoon. This is William, and welcome to the latest installment of I Was a Teenage Daydreamer, where I discuss mostly music, some literature, some film, and some random things that I enjoy, and hopefully you do as well. Today is an album that I have recently pulled from storage. My CD collection has been in storage for quite some time, and recently I decided I needed to pull them back out into the light of day, make them useful again, because I always enjoy the physical format more than the digital. And in a lot of cases, some of the albums I own on either vinyl or CD are not on a streaming service, and a physical copy is the only way you can listen to it. And today's album is one of those, and it is Love and Rockets Lift from 1998, their seventh and final album before they dissolved this band, and Bauhaus got back together a year or so later and had a successful reunion tour there in the late 90s. So Love and Rockets is, of course, three members from Bauhaus: Daniel Ash on vocals and guitar, David J. on vocals and bass, and Kevin Haskins on drums, and on this album in particular, synthesizers. So Lift itself kind of came and went and nobody noticed. And the only reason I did is because I had a friend who worked at a record store, and this was a promo copy that they received, and he knew I was a fan, and he gave me this. And I listened to it a few times and I liked it okay. But it was part of their trip hop electronica sound that they had been experimenting with in the 90s, and at the time that was not really my thing, and it still isn't, but I do appreciate it more now than I did back then. Of Love and Rockets material, I Express and Earth, Sun, Moon are, very different, but the two albums I prefer, and the more psychedelic stripped down sound as opposed to their more dancey groove sound, if you will. But as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate the experimentation of this band, especially as I've listened to Daniel Ash's side project Tones on Tail, which is by far my favorite anything to do with the Bauhaus camp, and I'll probably do a video about that one day. But anyway, I appreciate the experimentation that this band was always willing to approach, and that they would throw anything down on tape and see how it worked. And sometimes it was great, and sometimes it was okay, and sometimes it was horrible. But, they were out there trying it, and they were doing it because they enjoyed it. And that's really what music should be about, is expressing yourself, and then hopefully other people pick up on that vibe. Anyway, I digress. So as far as the album itself, I really, really enjoy it now that I've heard it for the first time in well over a decade. And there are some tracks on here like R.I.P. 20C and My Drug that have the heavy electronica drums that I really don't care for. And they, to me, mar what could be pretty okay tracks. But songs like the title track, which is here in two different versions, and Holy Fool, that has a So Alive type vibe to it, Too Much Choice, Pink Flamingo, Delicious Ocean, Deep Deep Down, Party's Over, really, really good, mellow, easy, fun background listens. And then there's Bad For You, which to me sounds like a Bowie outtake from around the same era, maybe more like 2000s or so, but a fun song. And again, a lot going on here. If you're a fan of the 90s trip hop scene, like Tricky and Massive Attack, and what Everything in the Girl began doing after Missing became popular with that remix, you should check out Love and Rockets. Even if you don't care for their earlier stuff, this might be something that's enjoyable to you, as well as Hot Trip to Heaven from 1994. But if you prefer the earlier stuff from the 80s, Express and Earth, Sun, Moon, things like that, this might not be your cup of tea. So it's something that's grown on me as I've gotten older. Um, and again, I just appreciate the experimentation that these guys have always been willing to do. So they've gotten back together in recent years and toured, did the festival circuit and all that fun stuff, released some sessions from Sweet FA that I really enjoyed. Maybe there's some new music in the future. That would be great. But I think they're all pretty busy with their other projects and things like that. So anyway, that is my spiel for today. I appreciate you sticking around if you have this long. Click like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And most importantly, keep doing what you love. Thanks, guys.